Army, I don't even know where to begin with everything Jikook did. One thing led to another, and now I have more questions than answers. The behind-the-scenes footage from Normal is finally here, and Jimin's joke about asking for jajangmyeon for himself and Jungkook was so natural that even they ended up laughing. After a few historic days, Jungkook is finally returning to Korea, and his goodbye left us heartbroken. But that wasn't all, because as soon as he boarded the plane, he appeared on Instagram as if he knew Army was waiting for him. And there's something else that many can't help but notice. Jimin and Jungkook simply can't stand being apart. And if Jikook has shown us anything all these years, it's that no matter the chaos or the distance, they always end up finding each other. Stay until the end because there's so much more to see. Girls, the behind-the-scenes footage from the Normal music video is out, and it's so real. During filming, Jimin let out an incredibly sweet laugh and mentioned that he called to order jajangmyeon for himself and Jungkook. I mean, they literally acted like a couple living together, ordering food for both of them without a care in the world. The most beautiful thing is how naturally he said it, as if it were the most obvious thing in the world between them, and you can see that even they couldn't stop laughing when they saw themselves in the video later. Seriously, take a good look at the footage because this isn't just any old thing, it's super clear proof of their relationship. When Jimin mentions the food, Jungkook laughs with that affection that only the two of them share, showing that they share their daily lives like a married couple who take care of each other in every detail, no matter how small. For all of us Jikook fans, seeing them like this gives us 1,000 years of life because it's a direct sign that their bond is incredibly strong, healthy, and real. And seeing them laugh at themselves while checking their own faces on screen is the best thing ever. I mean, it's obvious they're so used to being together and looking out for each other that they don't even realize how obvious they are in front of the cameras. That beautiful connection they have when sharing a simple plate of jajangmyeon confirms for all of us that Jikook is real and that they belong to each other. After incredibly intense weeks of unforgettable concerts and making history once again around the world, it's finally Jungkook's turn to return to South Korea. Every time they say goodbye, our hearts break a little, but at the same time, we're overjoyed to know he's on his way home to rest after giving absolutely everything on stage. This trip means he'll finally be able to relax, recharge, and above all, reunite with Jimin to receive all the love and peace he deserves after so much hard work. Think about it, this return home isn't just any trip, it's going back to the place where Jimin is waiting for him with open arms to pamper and care for him like the couple they are. After giving his all on tour and making history, Jungkook desperately needs this rest, and we know perfectly well that the safest and happiest refuge he has in Korea is being by Jimin's side. Every kilometer he travels back is a step closer to that long-awaited reunion where they can relax together, enjoy moments alone, and leave behind all the exhaustion of their hard work. And for us as Jikook fans, seeing Jungkook return home safe and sound brings us tremendous peace because we know he's going to be reunited with his special someone. Thank you, Jungkook, for working so hard, for giving us the best performances, and for always returning to Jimin's arms to rest and be happy. This return marks the beginning of a beautiful period of rest where the love and support in their relationship will remain stronger than ever. As soon as Jungkook boarded the plane, he appeared on Instagram to soothe all our hearts. He put on his hoodie and sunglasses and posed so cutely for the camera, turning a simple photo on the plane into another unforgettable moment for ARMY. That's why we love him so much, because even though he comes from a super busy and tiring schedule, he always manages to show up and leave a message for those of us who are waiting to hear from him. It's those small, sweet gestures that make all the difference and show us the enormous affection he has for us. Seriously, look at Jungkook's face in that photo, it's impossible not to sigh with love seeing him so attentive to us. Even though he's exhausted from the trip and the concerts, he can't wait to let us know he's coming back, and we know perfectly well that this return home has a huge meaning because he's going straight to reunite with Jimin. Every little photo he uploads is like a secret sign that everything is okay and that we'll soon see him resting peacefully. This guy never ceases to amaze us with his beautiful gestures. Posting that picture on the plane wasn't a coincidence, it's his way of telling us he's alright and keeping us calm while he makes his journey back to Jimin's side. We're so happy with any little photo he shares because we know the effort he makes to stay connected with his fans. We wish him a smooth flight, lots of rest, and a safe return to receive all the love from Jimin and the entire fandom that adores him with all their hearts. Neither of them can stand to be apart for long, just look at this. Even in the midst of all the chaos of work and cameras, they always end up together, side by side, inseparable. Every chance they get, they don't separate for a second, and when they have to be at huge public events, they play it cool so no one suspects anything. But here they are again, Jimin and Jungkook, proving why they're such a cute couple who can't be apart because they love each other so much. I mean, the facts are crystal clear and obvious to all of us. It's impossible not to get emotional seeing how they seek each other out and always settle close, even though they try to act like nothing's wrong in front of everyone. They play it cool in front of the cameras, but we, who have been Jikook fans for a long time, know perfectly well how to read every single one of their signals and glances. That constant need to be close, to share the same space, and to never be apart for a moment confirms what we've long suspected: their relationship is completely real, deep, and sincere. There's no need to invent anything strange because the pictures speak for themselves and show us two people who belong to each other and who look out for one another everywhere they go. Seeing them together at big events, trying to hide their connection, is the sweetest thing in the whole world, but at the same time, it's a huge testament to their love. We go crazy with love every time we see these kinds of moments because it confirms that their connection is unbreakable and that no matter the noise outside, they always find each other. Jikook is truly real, and seeing them show so much affection and closeness gives us life. Each new behind-the-scenes photo from Normal feels like a priceless gift, offering us another glimpse into this special era we're enjoying. Seeing Jimin and Jungkook during filming allows us to witness their more spontaneous and authentic side, where all the dedication, their incredible chemistry, and the hard work behind the scenes become even more evident. It's precisely these moments that make a music video truly unforgettable, because they clearly demonstrate that what exists between them goes far beyond a simple professional commitment and reflects the genuine connection of a couple who support and care for each other every step of the way, both on and off the set. Before seeing the final result projected on the screen, there are long hours of rehearsals, exhaustive preparation, and tremendous commitment, but the most beautiful thing is seeing them together, sharing the entire process without ever separating. These new photos bring us closer to their daily lives, allowing the audience to appreciate even more the immense effort they put into each scene, knowing they have each other to lean on. Every spontaneous gesture, every knowing smile, and every glance exchanged in these images is clear evidence of their relationship, demonstrating that their natural connection remains completely intact, regardless of whether the cameras are rolling or if they take a brief break between takes. The most endearing aspect of all this is observing how their body language betrays the deep and sincere affection they share, as even amidst the demanding work environment, they always find a way to be close to one another. The postures they adopt and the way they look at each other reveal a level of trust and affection that only genuinely arises between people who share a life as a couple. For those who have followed their journey and story for some time, these images represent perfect confirmation that their relationship is solid, true, and filled with an infinite tenderness that completely illuminates their work environment. The closeness they demonstrate in each of these snapshots reinforces the idea that their bond goes far beyond a simple, fleeting friendship, becoming a reflection of a constant and mature love. The way they coordinate their movements and share the available space shows that their connection doesn't require grand words, but rather everyday actions that speak volumes to those who observe closely. And to top it all off, who hasn't already rushed to add all these photos to their personal gallery? It's completely impossible to choose just one favorite when they look so beautiful and connected in every shot. They radiate beauty, talent, and an incredible couple's charisma without any need for exaggeration. Seeing them so united, caring for each other, and sharing this project completely melts your heart and confirms once again that Jikook is the most real, pure, and beautiful thing that exists. Dior shared a special video showcasing behind-the-scenes footage of Jimin's preparations for the big show, making it absolutely impossible not to be captivated by the meticulous care and attention to detail he dedicates to every aspect of his work. Every word and every action demonstrates the undeniable seriousness with which Jimin approaches his art, actively participating in every design adjustment and carefully considering how the costumes will function on stage to convey exactly what he intends. Even when he looks impeccable in front of the cameras, he takes full responsibility for delivering an unforgettable performance, reflecting that his unwavering professional commitment goes hand in hand with the unconditional support, complicity, and deep affection he shares privately with Jungkook as his partner on a daily basis. This constant perfectionism, this profound dedication, and this inexhaustible love for what he does are precisely the elements that make our artist truly extraordinary within today's music industry. As he meticulously prepares to shine under the global spotlight, it becomes abundantly clear that each of his achievements is imbued with the support and closeness of his partner, reflecting a remarkably solid emotional stability that strengthens both his international artistic career and his relationship in a unique and genuine way. The absolute focus he displays in coordinating every aesthetic and technical detail of his performance reveals the maturity with which he faces his enormous public responsibilities, always remaining grounded thanks to the safe, peaceful, and loving refuge he shares with Jungkook. Seeing him attend to even the smallest element of his image and his art firmly confirms that his massive success is no accident, but rather the fruit of daily effort underpinned by the peace and happiness he finds alongside his life partner, solidifying an emotional bond that completely transcends any stage or red carpet. The natural way he carries himself during these preparations reveals a completely sincere side of him, where the most demanding artistic discipline merges with the absolute tranquility of knowing he is loved, valued, and supported at all times by his partner. Every second captured in this video clearly demonstrates that his constant evolution is not only evident in his professional life, but also in the emotional security with which he walks through life, knowing that he shares his path with the right person. This makes each important step in his career a true reflection of a beautiful relationship that inspires those who follow him closely every day. Every celebration they're part of instantly transforms into an even more special and unforgettable memory when they're together, sharing the same space and energy. Amidst the overflowing emotion, genuine smiles, and joyful leaps that shake the stage, there's always that small gesture that seems to go unnoticed by most people, but which actually says absolutely everything about their profound connection. Right after each jump, he immediately reaches for Jimin's back and caresses it with an infinite tenderness that completely melts the hearts of those who watch closely. It's not at all a casual, mechanical, or accidental movement, but a completely silent, honest, and sincere way of expressing the message "I'm here with you" amidst all the noise, euphoria, and madness of the moment. His fingers gently trace his back with a unique delicacy that contrasts sharply with the vibrant intensity of the moment, functioning almost like a secret and intimate language established only between the two of them. It's exactly as if, with that subtle caress, she wants to protect him from prying eyes, instantly calm all the adrenaline built up after physical exertion, and remind him with absolute certainty that, whatever happens around him or whatever the situation, he will always find a supremely safe, warm, and comforting refuge in her presence. The absolute naturalness with which this affection manifests firmly confirms that their connection goes far beyond a simple fleeting friendship or a strictly professional partnership, solidifying itself as the fundamental pillar of their private daily lives. For those who closely observe their every public move, these genuine displays of affection represent the clearest and most indisputable proof that their bond is solid, true, and filled with a constant protection that defies any distance, schedule, or large public setting. Each discreet caress and each knowing glance jealously guards the essence of a shared history, one built on profound maturity, where the absolute priority always lies in the physical and emotional well-being of the other, as well as in the absolute peace of knowing they are deeply loved without needing grand pronouncements. These unforgettable and profoundly human moments repeatedly reaffirm the immense strength of their bond, demonstrating that the true magic of their relationship lies precisely in the small, spontaneous acts they perform when they believe the cameras are no longer focused on them. The harmonious way they immediately seek each other out for physical and emotional support amidst the collective euphoria reveals an unbreakable connection that deeply captivates their fans around the world. At the end of the day, each celebration takes on a completely different and enriching meaning because it constantly reminds us that, regardless of the pressure of the spotlight or the scale of the stage, their relationship remains strong, beautiful,